Came across something really interesting, which I recorded on the fly for you. So I'm going to go straight into it, have a look at it, and tell me what you think, because I think it's really interesting. If you're trading natural gas futures and if you're using Oanda, and anyone can actually get the Oanda charts if they want to for free, just open a demo account, you'll see some very interesting discrepancies between the price on Oanda, which is a kind of a made up price, and the price on the futures in natural gas. So let's go straight into the video, have a look at it. I'd love to hear your comments on it and see if you can perhaps do a little bit more research on it yourself and let me know what you think. I just stumbled across this today, so let's have a look. So I've got an interesting situation of arbitrage here. So on Oanda, we've got the natural gas price shooting up on the hourly chart to 2.23. And a second ago on the futures chart here on NYMEX, it was 2.21. And that's now at 2.22. So it'd be very interesting to see if this is a leading indicator on Oanda and whether this can actually be traded. So let's just keep an eye on this and see where it leads. So Oanda 2.234 currently, and NYMEX 2.21, just moving up to 2.22. So you can see a little wick low on that hourly chart on NYMEX. Yet on Oanda, we're seeing a completely different rollover. Be quite an interesting thing to see if we can actually trade this by using this as an arbitrage leading indicator against the futures. Now remember, the Oanda chart or Oanda price is something they make up from a combination of futures prices and spot prices, and we really don't know exactly what goes into their pricing. It's not an ETF like Boyle or ENG or the futures price. It's a combination of numbers that they put into their price. So there it is there, 2.228, 228, 2.228, 2.227. And here we're seeing 2.21. So let's keep an eye on that, and I'll compile this into a video just out of interest. So for those of you who trade on Oanda and trade on, okay, this isn't any easier at all. Let's stick with Oanda. So Oanda looks like that. Futures chart now starting to follow suit. Isn't that interesting? Now the futures chart is ticking up. This one was ahead. I don't know what you want to make of that. I don't know how significant it is. In any case, we're long natural gas right down at the bottom here, and we're in some profit. I just thought those of you who trade natural gas might be interested in that, and it might be a sneaky trading opportunity to do what's called an arbitrage trade using this perhaps as a leading indicator for the futures. I'll try and skip this video as we go along, but I'll keep the recording on and then just skip to the relevant part. So that's still staying strong. That's still staying strong. So that's moved up quite a lot from the low that we got down to at, well, 2.19, 2.185. That's starting to tick up and down quite rapidly. And this is staying firm. Remember, this is Oanda, Oanda.com. Their made up natural gas price, which is perfectly tradable. And you can trade it with very small amounts. This is a demo account, by the way, but I trade on Oanda on a live account too. And I trade on the futures on my managed accounts. So this is the position that we've got on natural gas on Oanda. There's the chart. So the position's shown on the chart too. So both of those trades just in profit. And now look what's happening on the futures, beginning to soar higher. Look at that. That is indeed fascinating. Look at that. Surging up. Unbelievable. Absolutely incredible. And Oanda now ticking down. So maybe if that is a leading indicator, maybe that means that that's just ticked down a bit, that this won't sustain the rally and that we'll get stuck at the top there, at the top of that dark previous candle, because this one is now forming a top wick and this one might follow. And the thing is, I don't know where Oanda gets their pricing from, and I doubt that they'll tell anyone, because they do say on their website it's made up of a combination of various futures prices, spot prices. I don't know where they get them from. I don't know where they get the spot prices from. I don't know where you get spot prices from. And I don't know where they get their futures and which futures they're looking at, and whether it's Boyle and UNG and that sort of thing. So very interesting. Let's come back to that. I'll save this and come back to it in about, I don't know, half an hour. So quick update. Oanda's sort of made a wick high here. shot up above that resistance, as you can see. And now this looks a little bit similar to the futures. So although the futures look stronger, the body of the current candle is above the body of the previous candle. And this one is kind of equal. So let's keep watching. All right, so just looking at the prices now, this is a quick update. I'm not going to carry on doing this because I've got other things to do. You can see the Oanda price is just coming back in and just dropping down 2.211. And then the futures 2.25. That might not seem like a big difference, but it actually is quite a big difference, particularly if you're trading this and day trading and scalping it off shorter term charts, which I don't generally do. But there's some really interesting opportunities. Perhaps if Oanda's coming down now and making a wick high, perhaps the futures will follow suit. Well, there you have it. Let me know what you think. It's pretty interesting, and perhaps there's something in it. I don't know. I'm not sure if Oanda or any of those sort of market makers would like this sort of information to get out, but there it is. I just came across it. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I'd be really interested to hear. Perhaps some of you will do some more research on it and come up with something super useful. Perhaps we found a secret weapon.